Powered by Riverside FM.
All right, want to welcome everybody to Choey and Jandler's The Fun Time Super Terrific Happy Hour. There's a little preview. Actually, Choey and I are going to get together, do some live stuff here and the weekend. This is our little episode right around Thanksgiving, actually Black Friday, or as I've learned yesterday, sometimes referred to as Brown Friday, courtesy of plumbers, because apparently the plumbing system can get backed up a little bit on this holiday season. So this episode is a little different for us. You know, we've done some clip shows in the past, but we're going to do one here, kind of putting a little medley of all our cornucopia, if you will, of all our Thanksgiving episodes up to this point. Then he and I will be getting together live here in a couple of days and doing an episode for the following week. But I wanted to come out here and do a little intro. It leads into this. So first off, let me go ahead and knock out the November 28th holidays.
Here are today's effing holidays.
So today on November 28th, it is National French Toast Day. Celebrate National French Toast Day with a delicious breakfast. Whip up your favorite recipe and enjoy the sweet flavors of this classic dish. I myself love National French Toast Day. And it's also Flossing Day. Don't forget to floss. Take time for yourself on Flossing Day and keep your pearly whites healthy and sparkling. So like I said, this is our episode, it's our Thanksgiving episode this year for season 4. We are going to get together, like I said, this weekend and record for next weekend. Record live, a little treat for us. Have a Thanksgiving Day game planned for him, so even though it'll be after the fact, that'll be there. We also have starting our holiday themed song, because now it's that holiday time of the year. And so we got our little new jam going on here, and you can enjoy it here. And then obviously sit back, listen to some of the past hijinks, our previous seasons on Thanksgiving. And then, like I said, stay tuned next week. I got an international Thanksgiving trivia game planned with some other exciting stuff he and I will be talking about. So again, if you're in cold areas, stay warm, people. If you're in a warmer area, I guess enjoy the nice weather, enjoy the great family times, and we'll see everybody soon. So sit back, listen, and peace. Carnival ride atmosphere, that we have. Bring the energy, right?
Hey, welcome, Jandler. We're here again.
I gotta
I didn't make that connection till right now. So I was thinking, because you said Eeyore, I was thinking Snuffleupagus, like Sesame Street and Winnie the Pooh got both have like their downers, like.
Oh yeah, the Debbie Downer type person.
Yeah, like why? They really do, I guess, prep you for life, where it's like, well, yeah, everybody's got that one friend that's like, oh.
And people just learned something now. Choey just taught somebody, yeah, there's always that guy or girl. I know, listen.
Where you're like, somebody's going to be on antidepressants when we get older. So I didn't never do Black Friday because I was like, that's stupid. Like, I'm not gonna go out there to save $20 on a pillow or something like that. And so I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do that. Like, I'm never. So when I first started dating Miss Tribbiani, she was like, hey, let's go to Black Friday. And so I'm like, fine, I guess, whatever. Apparently everybody's super into it, right? Like, oh, it's the best thing ever. It's like you have Thanksgiving, and when you're super tired, you go wait in line in stores to get a discount, whatever. So we go to the Walmart, like it was in our neighborhood at the time, and it was the craziest thing like I've ever probably seen in shopping ever. Like, we're there at Walmart, and there's a dude coming by with like a pallet of like, and I mean, this dates it for me, DVD players, right?
Yeah.
But so they're coming by with like a pallet of DVD players, and I'm assuming, I guess they were on special, right? And it's just wrapped in that cellophane plastic. So like, it's not something like, like a little tear and you just, oh, hey, look, like tearing tissues, and you can open it up. Like it was wrapped. Like, so like it's like normally whenever I see people like unload stuff at the stores, they get like little box cutter and like slice the cellophane stuff open so they can get it right.
Did the dude eat it with his mouth?
No, so like the dude's walking by with this thing, and like I don't even know why they didn't prep better because like he's trying to get through a crowd of people who are just like going for it, and a lady like hops up onto the pallet as he's going by, and like he's pulling, he's like, "Ma'am, can you please get off?" And this lady's on there as he's going, and she like tears it, rips it open, like hands like grabs like two of them, hands it to like the person she's with, and then hops off. It was like Planet of the Apes, like monkey type stuff. And I just remember turning to the missus, and going, "Hey," like as if like I'm terrified, like I was, like kind of like terrified, like, "Did you
You're like,
see that?"
wait.
And she's like, "I know, we gotta get the sales," and I was like,
I was like, you know, like
like
you need to go
I'm,
down the sporting goods aisle first and get some catcher's gear or something, you know?
I was just kind of scared. I was like, "Hey, like what kind of like?" Because it was just crazy. Like the dude's wheeling the thing, and she just hops on out of nowhere, and so she's up. She's like enough to where like she's up, and I can see like her feet. And he's like trying to pull it, and he finally stops. He's like, "Ma'am, you need to get off." And she's like, "Here, take it." And like, and I was like, she's like, "I know, let's go." It was just like, and she was like, I was like, "Is this normal? What's going on?"
Dude, all right, so I'm going to read a little inebriated history Thanksgiving style, right?
What?
And then you're gonna take us on a little trip advisor. It's really not. It's not state traditions that I found for Thanksgiving, but you can tell us about Thanksgiving stuff going on. All right, is that cool?
Sounds good, sir.
All right, so I'm going to try my best here. I can obviously read, but I don't sound wasted right now. So, all right, people, let's get into a totally soused retelling of Thanksgiving. Grab a turkey leg and a tankard of mead, or like some boxed wine or something. Perhaps maybe even a case of something brewed. And let's go, Joseph. So back in the ye olde days of 1620-ish, this group of English folks called the Pilgrims decided, hey, England sucks, and so does the Netherlands. Let's bounce to the New World. Why? Because they wanted religious freedom. And apparently, Europe wasn't giving off the right vibes. They hop on this rickety old ship called the Mayflower, which sounds all poetic, but it's actually like a floating piece of driftwood. The trip is awful. People are puking, the food sucks, and they have to share cabins with livestock. Needed a sip there, sorry. And then fast forward. They finally land and they're like, hey, look, Plymouth Rock. Even though nobody actually wrote down seeing Plymouth Rock, it's probably just a myth. But we're going to roll with it. It's winter, and they are not prepared. Like, we brought zero food, and half of us don't know how to build houses. Half the pilgrims promptly die because, surprise, New England winters are brutal. But here comes the MVP, Squanto. This guy is a Native American from the Patuxet tribe. I think I said that right. And his story is wild. He'd been kidnapped by Europeans years earlier, learned English, escaped, and came back to find his whole tribe wiped out by disease. Instead of being like, screw you guys, Squanto says, alright, these sad English people are going to starve. Let me show them how to plant corn and not die. Seriously, he's the hero of this story. Alright, it's time for another sip though. Meanwhile, the local Wampanoag tribe, led by Chief Massasoit, is like, okay, let's not murder these awkward white folks just yet. They could be our allies against our enemies. So they sign a peace treaty, and everybody tries to play nice. By the next fall, the pilgrims finally figure out how to grow food, dude. Thanks again to Squanto. And they're like, hey, we survived! Let's party! So they decide to throw a feast, and because they're new to this whole surviving thing, they invite the Wampanoag, and Chief Massasoit rolls in with like 90 of his people, a bunch of deer, and probably thinking, why did we sign that treaty again? Sorry, you gotta take some sip breaks every now and then, right? The pilgrims serve turkey, or maybe goose, and probably some weird stuff like boiled pumpkin and eel, because colonial cuisine was not it. The Wampanoag bring actual good food, and everyone eats, drinks, and has a relatively good time. Speaking of drinking, There are no pumpkin pies or cranberry sauce. Sorry, Choey. Sorry to ruin that Norman Rockwell painting you had in your head. And that, my friends, is the first Thanksgiving. A mix of survival, diplomacy, and a whole lot of luck. Of course, things didn't stay chill. Colonialism did its colonialism thing, but for a brief moment in 1621, everyone sat down, shared a meal, and tried to be bros. I gotta add this. To the end. The end of that. Alright, let me. Okay. It's like, sit down, people. Sit down. Calm down. Forgot that was still going.
They were super excited.
Forgot it was still going. I'm sorry. It really was my fault.
We say pros, gun bay, cheers, mate, and cheers, mate again, or simply cheers. Sometimes it's autosante, other times it's cheers, UF and hoser. We also say sade, salute, saluti, or tag a skull. Let's all say Nazdarofi in the Russian way. In Vietnam we shout out yo, walugi wawa, makes our Africa glow. In Portugal it's a solid South. In Bud Mo, Ukraine's here to stay. Taiwan says kanpa, drink it down with pride. Then someone slams the table, next round they cry. In Thailand we clink and shout out chong. Then back to the bar till the liquor's gone. For Jamaica it's a loud Jamon. No matter the place we drink till dawn. In Israel they shout L'chaim with cheer. Bangladesh says joy hop, raise your beer. Poland sings Nastrovi with pride. Lithuania's a fake carton worldwide. In India we say cheers, or bad hi ho. If you're bold, Hungary says Ega don't go too slow. New Caledonia joins in with Olive Ultra, let it flow. From Ghana it's Akpateshi, let the good times roll. And Serbia shouts Chivili from the soul. Ooh, in Morocco we cry Bissau with flag. Ecuador says salute, fiesta everywhere. And in Finland we say kippis, raise your beer in the air. That's how Choey and Jandler cheers around the world. Cheers, cheers around the world. Yeah, yeah. Cheers, cheers around the world. There's some Choey and Jandler cheers around the world.
Hi there, I'm here to help Choey and Jandler to read an advertisement for buyblacket.com. Please shop buyblacket.com. Are you looking for unique gifts at unbeatable prices? Then look no further. Buyblacket.com has quality merchandise for everyone on your list, from gifts for cat and dog lovers, to American fans, beer enthusiasts, and even Jesus lovers. As for teachers, we didn't forget about you. Please don't miss our funny attire to brighten up your classroom. So bring a smile to your loved ones' faces and shop buyblacket.com today. Tell them Choey and Jandler sent you.
Hi there, Ryan Reynolds here on behalf of my friends Choey and Jandler. You may know me from movies where I either save the world or ruin Thanksgiving. But today, folks, I'm not here to sell you cologne, crypto, or questionable NFTs. I'm actually here to tell you about Fish.audio. This isn't really me talking right now. This is my voice, made by Fish.audio, which frankly is terrifying. It sounds exactly like me, and trust me, I've heard my voice in 87 trailers. This is better. Whether you're a podcaster with a potato microphone, a game developer building an army of space dolphins, or just lonely and want a perfect Morgan Freeman to read your grocery list out loud to you, Fish.audio has you covered. Fish.audio is easily one of the best voice generation platforms I have ever used, which is saying something, because I've done voiceover for a toothpaste brand in 4 languages I don't even speak. And speaking of that, Fish.audio is cross-lingual, which means it supports 13 different languages. Their amazing program also allows you to clone voices. Fish.audio make your voice legendary, or at least make my voice say weird things. I legally can't stop you either way.
Remember, now we're gonna move on to excuse me, TripAdvisor. So warm up those vocal cords, Choey. You got to be your Robin Leachish. Now, I didn't find, it's not, I don't have facts like this is what they do in Arkansas, or this is what they do in Texas or whatever, but I found some weird, funny Thanksgiving traditions, and we're just going to kind of we'll spring through a couple of them or whatever, right? You ready?
I'm following along with you, so I'm trying to figure out where yeah.
Can you see the screen?
Yeah.
All right, so here.
But I'm gonna read it off of mine. So.
Oh, okay. Then you don't need to see my screen. Hey, but
so here we go.
Don't do all of them. Do what you think is funny, because I put their three links on there. It's Thanksgiving.
No, I went through the three links. And there's some of them like, yeah, I got you. But then someone was like, what the? All right, so some of the funny, crazy things that people do on Thanksgiving in y'all's crazy American state across the pond, right? So you like to go for a turkey trot. Running a 5K on a holiday set aside for eating is a weird divergence from the norm. And I say that as a long-time turkey trotter myself. Turkey trot events can be found around the U.S. and typically raise money for different causes depending on your local organizers. Which means this event not only helps out a good cause, but also helps you feel good about the binge eating session you'll have later in the day. Probably the strangest universal tradition Americans have is the annual turkey pardoning. Only the president actively participates in this one, granting one lucky bird its freedom from the scariest day of the year. And while there's something satisfying about watching the spectacle, it's a little strange that only one turkey officially gets its freedom. Equally strange is to many is the tradition of tofurkey, the vegetarian-friendly Thanksgiving meal that mirrors this party on a wider scale. One of the more weird ones on the list is right here. While some families line up to play touch football in the backyard, many others will be honing their sports skills in a different sport: frozen turkey bowling. It's exactly what it sounds like. A frozen bird slides down a long grocery aisle to knock over plastic soda bottles. Nothing says gratitude like watching a frozen bird sail down the aisle for a coveted strike. And last but definitely not least, as I've seen this many a times in my life in days of yesteryear, Black Friday has increasingly garnered more fanfare and attention in the past decades, prompting lines of shoppers to queue up earlier and earlier to get access to shopping deals. But the tradition has spilled into Thanksgiving Day, with many more stores opening their doors for sales on Thursday evening. Families who stand in line together stay together, I guess.
Hey,
I remember that, dude. Like, that was...
Hey,
like,
real quick,
it's
I'm sorry. Oh, you finished your
Don't
thought.
yell at me.
I'm sorry, dude.
Well, for this one, like, it was crazy. Like, I remember back in the day, like, people would camp out in front of, like, Best Buy, like, 2 or 3 days ahead of time.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm
And
saying.
I'm like...
Stuff's changed.
And that's the thing was, like, I was like, dude, I'm not going to do that. Like, I'm not going to save $50 on a TV and spend 3 days.
Kids don't know the struggle, man.
They don't.
They don't get it.
They don't know anything.
Dude, go to that slide and click number 1, the Delish website, because there's a couple on there I think you might want to read. Like the Dancing with Turkeys, Thanking the Turkey. There was a.
Is this the one with the cereal?
Roasting.
The Stuffing 2.0 is one. I saw that one. I can go over that one too.
Yeah.
All right. So the Dancing with Turkeys. I know. You're sitting there wondering why one wouldn't dance with his or her turkey before eating it. But Facebook user Single Dad Laughing confirms he and his family name and dance with their turkey when they clean it prior to stuffing and cooking it. My parents did it. He states, my parents did it when I was a kid, and I do it with my kids. Only my kids look at me as nuts. And speaking of nuts, when you're tired of stuffing your turkey with the regular old stuffing, please know people around the world do this. They stuff their Thanksgiving bread with cereal, sometimes sugary, sometimes silly, not usually healthy, but one year it was grape nuts. Straight nuts.
Seriously. Hey, read the next one. I love the roasting one too.
Remember when we called, well, remember when we talked about thanking your turkeys? One family took another cue from regular Thanksgiving traditions to start their own. A funny family Thanksgiving tradition was started by their 9-year-old child. Twitter user JJRSVL said he roasted everyone at the table. He figures we roasted turkey, so why not? Yes, everyone should always be roasted at Thanksgiving when everyone deserves it.
You ever played left, right, center, the dice game?
No.
So it's a pretty cool dice game, man. It's you get it. I'm not gonna like go all into detail like explaining it, but I know my stepsister introduced us to it. I don't know, 5-6 years ago, something like that, right? And then we did it for Thanksgiving, and we'll do it again Christmas probably. Thanksgiving, there were 18 of us there that played, and so like before we play with fives, this time they're like, hey, bring 10 1. We usually bring $1 bills. And when you roll the dice, if it says left, you hand $1 to the left, right? If it says right, you hand to the right. And if there's a star, you put it in the middle. Last person standing gets the money, right? So we had $10 each, 18 people. I lost. I always lose. But so it's just about like having fun. But anyway, I started thinking, I was like, my family has been promoting drinking and gambling at an early age. It's kind of amazing that I'm a teacher and not like a stripper or something, Like, there's just, the role models, right?
Well, you think about it, man. It's like, it's just one of those things where, like, as long as it's like the adults are into it and it's fun, then they're like, oh, it's good to go. And you're like, sweet. Like, you think about it. I mean, not that it's gambling, but popping off fireworks. Like, you always see about something in the newspaper, especially now with like social media and like internet stuff. Like, you could lose an appendage, you could scar something on yourself, but yet you see parents like hold it and then throw it, right? No, light it when it's over there.
Yeah, do it. I guess those parents are like, do as I say, not as I do, right, kids?
Yeah, exactly.
But no, I also just remember we played left, right, center one time with a group of us teachers, and at the time, one teacher's daughter won, and she was in kindergarten. So was that like 5 years old?
Yeah.
And I was actually rooting for her. Because she won like $80 or something. We're like, I just thought it was hilarious. So like the kid won. Now she's gonna go buy like toys or candy or whatever, But how was you got the week off from Thanksgiving, right? Just like me?
Yeah. It was productive for the most part. I felt like, I don't know, like it's like an irrational irrational anxiety generator, I guess, like you say. Like, you sit there and I rolled into it that Friday afternoon. I'm like, sweet, 9 straight days off. How many times do you get people that have 9 straight days off? Not a lot.
Right.
So like the first couple of days, it's like, like the world is your oyster. Like, what are you going to do? Who knows? I've got 9 days off. I've got 8. I've got 7. A whole week. And then once like Tuesday evening hits, you're like, Thursday's Thanksgiving and Friday, who knows? And then it's the weekend, then I'm back to work, dude. Like I start getting all anxious, and it's like, I'm not getting anxious on like on a Friday, like, I got 2 days off and then I gotta go back to work.